Hello, welcome back. This battle is against AdriJM94, which sounds like he's a galaxy or something. But he's not, he's a person from Andalusia in Spain, and he has this awesome looking shiny Aegislash. It does look really cool, doesn't it? Yeah, so I lead with Arcanine and Togekiss. And interestingly, just like the last match, this one doesn't involve any, well, it doesn't involve my Mega. Because again, I just thought the other ones did well enough that you don't need the Mega. The Mega Kangaskhan, it's such I'll talk about Mega Kangaskhan at the end of the video, actually. Fake Out from Scrafty prevents Arcanine from doing anything, although a Dazzling Gleam from Togekiss is going to do hella damage. However, it's a spread move, of course, so it's only 75% damage, so it's a power of 60 effectively, and Scrafty has got hella defense. Let's go for Flash Cannon though against Togekiss, which activates my weakness policy, but I'm not going to withstand another one of those, so I am in a bit of trouble here. And it also means I can't burn the guy either. Well, I can, but it won't it won't hinder his attacks. So I think, you know what, I'll just do as much damage as possible. I've got that boost. However, King Shield comes out. So, well, I'm not going to do anything against this Aegislash. I am at least going to knock out the what's it called? The Scrafty. And I mean, on this occasion, it might seem like Helping Hand was pointless because I would have knocked out anyway, but Arcanine wasn't going to do anything because of the King Shield, so it's all good. So Salamence is next up, which Togekiss is kind of fine with, but not at that little HP, that's the thing. I can kind of predict that Aegislash is going to switch forms this turn though, or switch out, because you're not going to try and double protect at this stage of the match. So I just go for another Helping Hand, because of course Aegislash's yeah, defenses are going to be pretty high at this stage, but of course Wide Guard is a move I always forget about. Which means that Salamence is going to get that Hyper Voice away, knock out Togekiss, and on this turn it was a completely wasted Helping Hand, yeah. And of course as well because Togekiss isn't faster than Salamence, so it was a kind of a silly move on my part. I do bring in Suicune though, just to, well, I've got a Hyper Voice Salamence, so I mean Snarl or Tailwind is going to be fine here. And a Burn just to get some damage away against that Aegislash, because Boss is sat there in defensive mode. And I do go for the Tailwind in the end, as it turns out. So I think when I've got these two bulky Pokemon here, I know that I can kind of take what the Salamence is throwing at me, so I would prefer to get my speed boost first and then Snarl, because then when it attacks it'll be at -1. I mean, as long as I don't see a Wide Guard, obviously. Shadow Ball not doing a huge amount of damage to Suicune, is it? Another stance change, so I think, is it a Wide Guard or a King Shield? It is King Shield. So, I either went for the Snarl or the Ice Beam here. Either would be fine, really. I just want to Salamence this time. And yeah, I did predict the King Shield here, if I remember rightly, so yeah, I went just straight for the Ice Beam with the Salamence to try and knock it out. And it works out really well, in fact, because I don't knock it out straight away, but I do get it at the end of the turn, thanks to the Burn and the Draco Meteor. No Snarl, but still, Suicune just brings the bulk. I love Suicune. I think even if I didn't need Tailwind, I'd still bring Suicune. It's just done so well. It was that guy that Aaron Zeng faced who had a Suicune Breloom. Was that the guy with the Altaria? I remember it was Suicune and Breloom. And his Suicune was just so good. I thought I have to use a Suicune. And you know, Mr. Cybertron agreed. Mamoswine is not something we really see a lot of these days, is it? But let's go for it. I think at this stage, you know, I'll just leave Aegislash there. It's fine, just protecting and everything. Oh, but how close is that? That's annoying. Oh, it's Focus Sash. Beg your pardon. So yeah, I mean, but I do burn it. I got so much luck there. I'm not sure if I needed the Helping Hand there at all, but I think at this stage it's just better safe than sorry, you know. Does get a weakness policy boost. That's a neat little move there, isn't it? Stance change. Let's go for a Shadow Ball. Yes, presumably onto Suicune because he's doing the most work. Yeah. You see, I'm not worried about my opponent's Aegislash here, and he's not really worried about my Arcanine either. But Arcanine, Well, Arcanine's got 2 Will-O-Wisps off so far. A helping hand, I don't know that it mattered, but I mean, these burns are really doing the job here. I've basically knocked out 2 Pokemon here thanks to burns. Which, I mean, you know, I'm bringing the luck. Bringing the luck. I think I would have been alright though, because I've got a priority user in the back, so I can take out the Aegislash and the Mamoswine here with Caesar, no problem, I reckon, yeah. And if not, I would just Will-O-Wisp the Mamoswine, so it's no problem. I go for the Feint. I always forget, like, I thought, oh, yeah, if you follow me on Twitter you would have seen me tweet this, like, oh, I predict he's going to use King Shield next turn, so I'll use Feint so I can still get the knockout. I always forget that normal doesn't affect Ghost, and I always forget that Ghost doesn't affect normal. I don't know why I keep on forgetting this, and he did forfeit there, because, yeah, understandably, there's no way to win. All these years, I remember all the random stupid ones, you know, like fighting against Bug and all, all these stupid ones, but normal and Ghost, I always forget. It's because I think as well, I always think about things like Fake Out and Feint and all of that. I don't really think of them as normal type moves, they're just sort of utility moves. I forget about the type, because normal is just so normal, I forget that it's a type. But yeah, and I think of Aegislash as Steel, you know, and all things like that. But yeah, in the end it didn't really matter, and it kind of worked as a stalling tactic there, because I was... I did mean to protect, yeah, that's what I should have done. And then, yeah, protect and Morning Sun. Or I didn't mean to protect, but I could have protected and then Morning Sun. But I mean, in the end, it didn't really matter because I didn't get a attack drop from it or anything, which is what I was worried about. I was like, oh shit, I've thrown this away. But it didn't matter in the end. Yeah. So what I mentioned earlier in the video about Mega Kangaskhan was that it's kind of just there. If all else fails, it's a strong attacker that I can drop on my team, and it has a huge damage output. But if I look at my opponent's team and think, well, you know, these other 4 Pokemon do really well, and I think I need all of these 4. You don't have to bring your Mega. And Mega Kangaskhan is only on my team because I built this team. This was before I had Caesar though in the team. I built. It was a different iteration of the team. It was a completely different one. But I built the team and I had 5 Pokemon that worked really well together and supported each other really well. But none of them had a Mega Evolution. None of them could Mega Evolve, so I just needed a Mega Evolution that I could drop in my team without destabilising the rest of it. And Kangaskhan, I mean, sure, it's only got, you know, it hasn't got any resistances, it's only got 1 immunity, I remembered at that time, but it has, it's only got the 1 weakness, which meant, and it's a weakness that the rest of my team absorbs really well, so it just fitted, I could drop it in there, no problem, Bob's your uncle. So yeah, don't feel pressure to bring your Mega. But that's all. So my rating's gone up to 1611, I think now, with 14 wins and 7 losses. I don't play as much of this as I would like to, but I mean, it's going quite well. There's the International Challenge this coming weekend, which I'll be participating in and like practicing as if it's sort of like a real tournament, doing notes and all that jazz. So well, I'll see how I do in that, and you know, there might be some battle videos to come from that too. You never know. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!